Okay, so I got a 2000 Yukon XL. The third brake light up there went out, but this is the, how would you call it? The barn door version. Barn door version. And I have removed the light up here. As you can see, it's going to be cleaned up here. And I made a mistake. I actually cut the wires off of the light. I know there's a lot of background noise. There's neighbors doing some work across the street here. Sorry about that. But let's look at the package and I'll show you what happened. So I took the old one off of here. Super easy, couple screws. And here's the box that it comes in. This is the Tree Sound third brake light lamp, smoked, made in China. Shocker. So let's open the box and see what we got here. Okay, so in the box you can see is a foam wrapped deal, and the light comes in there. Now what I didn't know is it came with two wiring harnesses. I'm guessing there's one there for 2000 to 2006, I think, Yukons, and then there's another one here that's for probably pre like 99 and earlier. So you got to pick the one that works for you, and I'll show you that in just a second. Alright, I didn't show this before because it was pretty straightforward. This trim piece here, you just pull down on it and it'll come unclipped. And then right about here you'll find that little round attachment piece. And you just pull that out. It's only one piece, and then you can kind of reach in there. If you need to pull back more, I think you'd probably have to take off these side panels here to get access to remove more of the headliner on each side off of there. So good luck. So that's what it looks like. There's a bunch of wires up in here. I think you can see that, but there's the harness right there. It goes up into the inside, which is kind of hard to it was kind of hard to fish the wires in through there. So by taking that trim piece off and then inserting the attached dongle, I'll call it a dongle, it's a harness really. Let's take a look at it. So here again is the harness. Let's get these out of here. Doing this one-handed is really fun. At any rate, you'll see two harnesses in there. I'm gonna get these out of here. There we go. And you'll see one here that's a little bit smaller in size than the other one. And that's the one that fits my 2000 Yukon. It's just a double wire. Now, note that these wires here, I believe, are like 18 gauge. They're really thin, and they're I think they're aluminum. They're not copper. The OEM, the manufacturer's harness was definitely copper wire. So don't cut these, and don't cut the wires on your rig. So I'm gonna set that one aside. I think maybe these both go together. I'm guessing they probably do, because they look to be the opposite of each other, or maybe they don't. Yeah, I don't think they don't appear to fit together. And then here's the light. It's wrapped in plastic. This is the smoke version, and so here you can see on the back side that it comes with the harnesses that you would use. So you would plug this harness into your factory plug, which is up here under the headliner. You can see it there. And that's the first one that I bought. I still had the harness, but I cut the wires off of the light, so I had to buy another light. So don't do what I did. So there's the first light that I had, and yeah, I went and cut the wires off of that, so you can see those are definitely not copper. And then the wires on, let's see if it's here. I don't think it's here. I might have done away with it, thrown it away already. But the wiring harness for the factory one is there. So you can see it comes equipped with, on this end, a gasket, which is nice, so that when you pull it through the roof, you'll then have something to keep the water out. You won't have that on this side, of course. You'll just have an opening. This also comes with, I think you can see, an adhesive foam tab that you would just put over the top of this and stick it on, and that'll be between the light and the actual metal. So we have to get that real clean. Now this one comes with, interesting, a couple of knobs. I don't know what those are for. Because the challenging thing is that there's no instructions in the box. That's why I'm probably doing this twice. The only thing I can think with these gaskets is that where you can see where you'd be putting the screw through there, that you would have then a washer that would fit inside there and keep the water out. And that's probably what I'll use it for. Or perhaps on the bottom here, I don't know if it goes there. So my guess is it's going to go on the top, and that's what, to prevent water from getting down there in the first place. Actually, the next thing we're going to do is attach the foam, because if I feed that wire through and I don't have the foam on, we won't be able to get that wire through the pre-made holes on the end. So I'm going to actually leave those pieces. I know it looks like it's die cut and you're supposed to pull it out of there, but I may leave those on there just to kind of protect things. So I'll see how that goes. If that doesn't work, I'll pull them off. So first steps, I'm going to put the harness that here that fits my Yukon. I'm going to attach these ends into those ends, and then feed the harness here through the hole in the roof. So we'll do that next. Okay, so you can see I've got the foam on there. Tip, I would actually start adding the foam from this side so that this pigtail electrical wire doesn't get in your way, and then work it down this way like you would like a screen protector on your cell phone, peeling back the sticker as you go. Okay, now I'm gonna connect the dongle to the to these ends. Okay, I think it goes without saying you connect yellow to yellow and black to black. And then this can only click in one way. So focus. Come on, focus. There we go. So because there's a notch on there, right there, it only goes in one way. And I won't be able to show you attaching that because it's up inside the headliner. So I'll do that and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so here it is. I fed it through the hole and attached the connector. And then before I stick this back and then replace the headliner, I'm just gonna test this to make sure it works. I've got a heavy rock and I'll just go up and see if we can get the brake light to turn on. So I would leave you here, but I don't know if that'll work. I'll just set you right there, and hopefully that red light will turn on. Okay, I cleaned up the metal, and I think you saw the light come on there. So let's attach this with the provided screws, and then we'll feed the wires inside there and do that. Alright, so these guys here, I'm going to put on the screws there, and then put them up and fasten the light. There she is, all done. Gotta be careful, there's like clips on there that the wires go through, and it might pinch your wires, so make sure they're not underneath that clip. And then over here, same thing, except don't cross thread that one. I had some issues with that. All right, good luck. There she is. I know it's daylight, but it's now working.